Have you ever paused for a moment, looked down at your legs and wondered, will they still carry me wherever I want to go, even years from now? As we age, the strength in our legs quietly becomes one of the most important things we have. It's not just about being able to walk from one room to another or up a flight of stairs. It's about freedom, about being able to do the things we love, whether it's tending a garden, walking the dog, chasing after a grandchild, or dancing in the kitchen on a sunny afternoon. But here's something many older adults experience and don't always talk about: the slow fade of leg strength. Maybe your legs tire more quickly than they used to. Maybe standing for too long starts to feel uncomfortable. Or maybe you've had one of those moments, grabbing a chair for balance or hesitating before stepping off a curb, that made you wonder, am I getting weaker? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. And the good news is, you're not powerless. In this video, we're diving into something both simple and powerful: the vitamins your legs are quietly asking for. These aren't just nutrients on a label. They're the building blocks that help your muscles fire, your circulation flow, your nerves stay sharp, and your bones remain solid and upright. And when you give your body what it needs, it responds. Whether you're already active or trying to regain some lost strength, these six essential vitamins can support you in reclaiming a steadier step and a stronger stride. We'll also show you a simple 1 tablespoon a day habit that many older adults have found transformative. Now you might be thinking, do vitamins really make that much of a difference? Let me tell you about someone who once thought the same. Her name is June. She's 73 and used to love walking the neighborhood loop every morning. But one day her legs just didn't feel like they used to. She was only halfway through when they started to ache. Not sharp pain, just a heaviness, a fatigue. She brushed it off at first, but as weeks passed, she found herself skipping her walks altogether. Then her doctor suggested something surprisingly simple: tweak her nutrition. Not drastic changes, just a focus on a few specific nutrients that help aging muscles, joints, and circulation. She gave it a try, and within 2 months, she was back on her morning loop, this time with a smile, because it felt like she'd gotten part of herself back. June's story isn't rare. We've heard it over and over. The right nutrients, taken consistently, can work behind the scenes to bring back strength, confidence, and vitality. And they don't require a trip to a specialist or an intense workout plan, just a little knowledge and a few daily habits. So if you've been wondering how to keep your legs strong, or even regain what you feel you've lost, you're in the right place. We'll walk you through 6 essential vitamins that support muscle health, bone stability, nerve function, circulation, and recovery. We'll also show you how to get them in simple, natural ways, including a few 1 tablespoon a day tips that make it easy to stay consistent. Stick with me to the very end, because the final vitamin we'll cover is one that often flies under the radar, but could make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel and function day to day. And before we dive in, I want to say thank you for being here. By watching this, you're choosing to invest in your health, your independence, and your quality of life. That's something to feel proud of. If you find this topic helpful so far, let me know by dropping a 1 in the comments. It helps us know you're here and want more content like this. All right, ready to get started. Let's explore the first vitamin that could quietly be the missing piece to stronger, more reliable legs. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked yet powerful nutrients when it comes to maintaining leg strength as we age: vitamin D. This sunshine vitamin does more than help with bone health. It plays a central role in keeping your muscles strong, your balance stable, and your bones dense and resilient. Without enough of it, even the simplest movements, like rising from a chair, walking across a room, or catching yourself when you stumble, can become harder than they should be. You might be surprised to hear this, but a vitamin D deficiency is one of the most common and underdiagnosed reasons older adults lose strength and stability in their legs. Why? Because as we get older, our skin naturally becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. We also tend to spend more time indoors or avoid direct sun, often for good reason. But that means our levels slowly drop, and our legs can start paying the price. One of my patients, Tom, age 76, used to love golfing every Friday. But last summer, he told me he was starting to feel unsteady on the course. He had stumbled twice and his legs were sore by the time he reached the back nine. He thought it was just getting old. but a simple blood test showed his vitamin D was low. With just a few months of daily supplementation and some safe time in the sun, Tom told me, "It's like my legs remembered how to move again." He was back to golfing, confidently. Here's what vitamin D actually does in your body. It helps your body absorb calcium, which is essential for bone strength. It supports muscle contraction and coordination, especially the muscles in your legs and hips. It protects against muscle atrophy, the slow weakening of muscle tissue that often happens with age. And here's something few people realize. Vitamin D also communicates with your nervous system. If your nerves and muscles aren't talking properly, your legs may not respond as quickly or as strongly as they should. That's why low levels can make you feel off balance or unusually tired after short walks. So what are some common signs your body may be craving more vitamin D? You feel unusually tired, especially in your thighs or calves. You've had more frequent leg cramps, especially at night. Getting up from low chairs feels harder than it used to. You've noticed more wobbly moments, even on flat ground. Sound familiar? If so, the good news is, correcting it is simpler than you might think. Where to get it? Sunlight is a natural source. But remember, as we age, our skin makes less of it. That's why diet and supplementation become even more important. You can get vitamin D through foods like fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, egg yolks, fortified milk or plant-based milks, mushrooms exposed to sunlight. But the simplest way, a single tablespoon of cod liver oil each day. This age-old remedy delivers not only a generous dose of vitamin D, but also omega-3s, which support heart health and reduce inflammation in your joints and muscles. Many older adults find it boosts their energy, helps reduce joint stiffness, and even eases those persistent muscle cramps that show up in the night. You don't have to gulp it down straight if you don't like the taste. Try mixing it into a smoothie, drizzling it over cooked veggies, or taking it in capsule form. And one more thing, always talk with your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're on medications or managing chronic conditions. But if you've been feeling weaker in your legs or more cautious in your movements, vitamin D may be the quiet key to getting your strength and confidence back. If this resonated with you, let me know by dropping a 2 in the comments. It helps us know you're still with us and still invested in staying strong. Now let's turn to another often forgotten nutrient that could be draining your energy and weakening your legs without you even realizing it. Let's take a closer look at vitamin B12, a quiet powerhouse that plays an essential role in how your legs move, feel, and stay energized. If you've ever experienced strange sensations in your legs like tingling, numbness, heaviness, or just that dull, off feeling, you might be dealing with a B12 deficiency, even if your diet seems balanced. Here's the truth. Vitamin B12 is crucial for healthy nerve function. It acts like insulation for your nerves, protecting the signals that run from your brain to your muscles. When you're low on B12, those signals slow down or misfire, and your legs start to suffer first. Think of it this way. If your nerves are like phone lines, B12 is the protective coating that keeps the wires from fraying. Without it, messages get delayed, distorted, or lost completely. For older adults, this is especially important. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food naturally declines, even if we eat well. That's because our stomach produces less of a protein called intrinsic factor, something we need to absorb B12 properly. That's why so many older adults feel fatigue, leg weakness, or unsteadiness, and don't realize the root cause may be something so simple and so fixable. Let me tell you about Betty, age 74. She came into the clinic frustrated that she was tripping more often and feeling exhausted after walking even short distances. "I used to walk every morning," she said, "but now my legs feel like they're made of concrete." Her blood work revealed a significant B12 deficiency. Within 2 weeks of starting a B12 supplement and incorporating more into her meals, Betty felt a renewed sense of energy. A month later, she was back to her morning walks, this time without fear of falling. So how do you know if you might be low? Here are a few signs to watch for. Leg weakness that comes and goes, a pins and needles sensation in your feet or calves, numbness or burning in your toes, feeling off balance when walking, especially at night, mental fog, fatigue, or low mood that just won't lift. If any of these sound familiar, it might be time to give your B12 levels a closer look. Where to find it? Vitamin B12 is naturally found in animal-based foods, such as eggs, fish, like tuna and salmon, beef and chicken milk and yogurt. But here's the trick. Even if you eat these foods, your body may still struggle to absorb enough of the B12 inside them. That's where a simple daily habit can make all the difference. Try adding just 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast into your day. This golden yellow flaky powder is a natural plant-based source of B12, and it's absolutely packed with flavor. Sprinkle it on scrambled eggs, stir it into soups, blend it into smoothies, or even dust it over popcorn. It gives a mild, cheesy taste, and your legs will thank you. For those who prefer supplements, sublingual, under the tongue, B12 tablets or sprays are highly effective and easy to absorb. Just make sure it's methylcobalamin, the most active form your body can use right away. Many older adults who begin increasing their B12 notice a difference within weeks. Improved leg coordination, fewer cramps or strange sensations, sharper focus and steadier steps, even a better mood. It's one of those nutrients where even a small boost can bring a big return. And most importantly, keeping your legs strong is about more than muscle. It's also about the nerves that tell your muscles what to do. So if you've been feeling a little wobbly or wondering why your legs don't seem to keep up like they used to, B12 might just be your missing link. If this sounds like something you've experienced, drop a 3 in the comments. I'd love to hear how it resonates with you. Up next, we'll explore a vitamin most people think of for immune health, but it plays a surprisingly powerful role in keeping your joints smooth, your knees strong, and your recovery fast. Most of us know vitamin C as the go-to when we feel a cold coming on. But what if I told you it's also one of the best-kept secrets for keeping your legs flexible, your joints pain-free, and your muscles strong enough to recover quickly? As we age, many people begin to feel a slow stiffness creep into their knees or hips. The simple act of getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, or even bending to tie a shoe starts to feel less effortless and more uncomfortable. Here's what's often going on behind the scenes. Your body is producing less collagen. Collagen is the glue that holds our joints, tendons, and ligaments together. It gives your knees that smooth glide. It cushions your hips, and it supports the connective tissue that keeps your muscles firmly in place. And guess what? Vitamin C is absolutely essential for collagen production. Without enough of it, your body struggles to repair the small wear and tear that naturally happens as we move through life. That's when inflammation builds, recovery slows down, and your joints feel achy, even after light activity. Let me introduce you to Tom, age 76. Tom loved gardening, but after 30 minutes of weeding or trimming hedges, his knees would swell and his legs would throb with soreness. He thought it was just aging, something to accept. But after adding one powerful habit, a tablespoon of acerola cherry powder each morning, he began to notice a difference. Within a few weeks, his joints felt looser, less inflamed. His knees didn't protest when he knelt down. And for the first time in a long while, he finished gardening without needing to rest the entire afternoon. That's the healing potential of vitamin C in action. Here's what makes it so effective. It boosts collagen, which rebuilds and strengthens connective tissue. It fights inflammation, helping joints feel looser and muscles recover faster. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from damage caused by daily stress. It supports blood flow, which improves the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to sore areas. If you've ever felt like your joints are wearing out faster than you expected, or that your muscles stay sore longer than they used to, there's a good chance your body is quietly asking for more vitamin C. So where can you find it? Fruits like oranges, strawberries, kiwis, and grapefruits are all great choices. But if you're looking for a deeply concentrated, easy-to-take source, look no further than acerola cherry powder. Just 1 tablespoon of this natural powder contains over 15 times more vitamin C than an orange. You can stir it into water, blend it into your smoothie, or mix it with a teaspoon of honey for a morning tonic that soothes your joints from the inside out. Here's what many older adults have shared after making this small change. My knees feel like they belong to me again. I bounce back faster after walks. I wake up and don't feel like I've aged overnight. That's not magic. That's just your body getting the raw materials it needs to heal itself. something it's always wanted to do for you. And the benefits go even further. By reducing systemic inflammation, vitamin C can also help support your immune system, keep your skin healthier, and even protect your eyesight, a full-body wellness upgrade. So if you've ever said, I just don't recover like I used to, this could be why. Give your legs and joints the support they deserve. Start with a splash of vitamin C in your day and watch how it transforms your strength step by step. If you're still with me and this feels helpful, go ahead and type a 4 in the comments to let me know. I always love seeing who's walking this journey with me. Coming up next, we'll explore a vitamin most people overlook, but it could be the missing key to keeping your bones solid, your posture strong, and your legs stable year after year. If you've ever taken calcium to support your bones, you're not alone. But here's something most people don't realize. Calcium only helps if it knows where to go. Without guidance, it can settle in the wrong places, like your arteries, your joints, or even soft tissues, causing stiffness and discomfort instead of strength. This is where vitamin K2 becomes your quiet, powerful ally. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic director for calcium. It tells calcium, you belong in the bones, not in the joints, not in the blood vessels. It helps lock calcium into your skeleton, where it can build density, prevent fractures, and keep your legs strong and stable. Without enough K2, the calcium you take or get from food might do more harm than good. That's why many older adults, despite taking calcium faithfully, still struggle with brittle bones, stiff knees, or a stooped posture. They're missing the one vitamin that makes calcium truly effective. Let me tell you about Grace, age 79. She had been diligent about her supplements, especially calcium, but her legs felt unsteady. Her knees ached and she had a hard time walking up the front porch stairs without gripping the railing tightly. Her doctor recommended adding grass-fed ghee, rich in natural K2, to her breakfast routine, just 1 tablespoon a day. Within a couple of months, something shifted. Grace began to stand taller. Her knees didn't ache the way they used to, and for the first time in years, she walked into church without her cane. That's the power of proper calcium placement, and K2 is the key. Here's how K2 helps your legs. It moves calcium into your bones, where it's needed to build strength. It keeps calcium out of soft tissue, reducing joint stiffness and plaque buildup in arteries. It supports bone flexibility and resilience, lowering your risk of falls and fractures. It even works hand in hand with vitamin D, boosting its effectiveness for bone health. You might be wondering, how do I get more K2 in my diet? Some of the best natural sources include natto, a fermented soy dish popular in Japan, aged cheeses, sauerkraut, and grass-fed dairy, particularly butter or ghee. But if natto isn't exactly your thing, and you'd rather not wrestle with strong-tasting cheeses, there's an easier way. 1 tablespoon a day of grass-fed ghee or butter. It's rich in K2, easy to add to warm vegetables or toast, and a simple, delicious way to give your bones what they need. Many older adults say that once they began incorporating more K2, they noticed less creaking and cracking when they move, a better sense of balance, more confidence standing up from a chair or walking for longer periods. Some even describe it as walking with ease again. That's because when your bones are strong and joints are clear, your legs can finally move freely, without strain or fear. And here's something that might surprise you. K2 doesn't just help the legs. It also supports heart health, dental strength, and may even help maintain a more upright, youthful posture. So if you've been taking calcium and vitamin D but still feel like your legs aren't as steady as they should be, the missing piece may be K2. This small addition could be the difference between walking with caution or walking with confidence. If this resonates with you, drop a 5 in the comments to let me know you're still here, still learning, still committed to taking care of your body the way it deserves. Coming up next, we'll explore one final vitamin, a quiet champion that helps your legs feel lighter, freer, and more energized by improving blood flow in ways most people overlook. Have you ever stood up from your chair and felt your legs tingle, swell, or tire out far too quickly? Do your feet often feel colder than the rest of your body, or do you find yourself needing to sit down more often than you'd like? If so, your legs might not be getting the blood flow they need, and vitamin E could be the missing piece to help change that. Vitamin E is one of those quiet heroes that works behind the scenes. It's known as a powerful antioxidant, but what many people don't realize is that it also improves circulation, a critical function for keeping your legs strong, warm, and full of energy. You see, good circulation means your blood is delivering oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles consistently and efficiently. When this process slows down, your muscles don't get the fuel they need, leading to fatigue, cramping, or even numbness. And for older adults, sluggish circulation can become a daily barrier to movement and independence. That's where vitamin E shines. It helps keep your blood vessels soft and flexible, allowing blood to flow more freely. It also thins the blood naturally, reducing clotting and ensuring your legs receive the nourishment they need with every heartbeat. Many older adults who increase their vitamin E intake often notice warmer feet and legs, especially during colder months, less swelling after sitting or standing for long periods, more endurance when walking or climbing stairs, a general lightness in the legs like movement comes easier again. Let's take the story of Thomas, age 82. For years, he struggled with what he called lazy legs. After just a few blocks of walking, they'd grow heavy and ache. His doctor ruled out major issues and suggested he try adding more vitamin E to his diet. Thomas began taking just 1 tablespoon of wheat germ oil daily, a simple addition to his morning routine. Within weeks, he felt a shift. The aching eased. He could walk longer without needing to sit. His legs didn't feel as cold at night. And perhaps most importantly, he regained his sense of trust in his own steps. Vitamin E doesn't just help circulation, it also protects your muscles and nerves from damage caused by oxidative stress, reduces inflammation, which can ease joint and muscle discomfort, supports skin health, helping your legs look and feel better too. So how do you get more vitamin E? While you can find it in almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados, one of the most effective sources is wheat germ oil. A single tablespoon is packed with natural, highly absorbable vitamin E, perfect for keeping your legs feeling lively and responsive. You can drizzle it into a smoothie, mix it into a warm cereal, or take it straight. It's simple, natural, and nourishing. One small habit, big difference. If you've ever felt like your legs are working against you, tiring out too fast, or not keeping up with your heart's desire to move, vitamin E might just be the gentle nudge your body needs. It's not about running marathons. It's about feeling strong, steady, and capable in your everyday life. And that starts by giving your legs the support they've earned. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a 6 in the comments to let me know you're still with me, still learning, still determined to feel your best. Now let's take a moment in our final section to bring all 6 of these essential vitamins together and reflect on how small changes today can lead to stronger steps tomorrow. Final reflection, your legs deserve the best. Now that we've walked through these 6 powerful vitamins, vitamin D, B12, C, K2, magnesium, and E, let's pause and reflect on what this really means for you. Your legs are more than just muscles and joints. They carry you through your memories, your routines, your joyful moments. They represent freedom, independence, and vitality. As we age, it's easy to believe that slowing down is just part of life. But the truth is, you have more control than you think. When you give your body the right tools, the right support, and the right nutrients, amazing things can happen. A stronger step, a steadier balance, a deeper confidence in every move you make. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with small shifts. A spoonful of cod liver oil in the morning, a sprinkle of nutritional yeast on your lunch, a handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon, a little wheat germ oil before bed. These tiny choices, repeated each day, create momentum. They tell your body, I care, I'm listening, and I'm not giving up. If this video inspired you, I'd love to hear from you. What's one change you're going to try this week? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps us continue creating thoughtful content that empowers you to age with strength, grace, and joy. Until next time, take good care of those legs. They've walked you through life, and they still have miles of memories ahead.